Well, hey, neighbor, it's me, Angie. Come on in. This is our live neighborhood chat. Yeah, I didn't put up a I thank y'all for coming and visiting me today. I'm glad y'all were here. And I'm going to have to tell you all that I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. And I will have my neighborhood. Hey, everyone. Come on in. It's time for our neighborhood chat. It's been a while. Happy New Year. Wow, 2025. Man, it seems like it's been forever. It seems like it's been since last year that I saw you all. Ha ha. It's a brand new year. Hey, Yarn again. I can hear you singing now. Oh, Teresa, Teresa, Teresa. You know I love you, girl. There's my niece, Joanna. Welcome. And Auntie Mama, this is just a pop-up live neighborhood chat. I just had to come see you all. Hey, Pamela. Happy New Year. And Yarn again and Joanne and Auntie Mama. She's just speaking to everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. As y'all can tell, I got this stopped up thing going on. Got my hair cut. Got it cut above my shoulders. Oh. So what did y'all do for the new year? I slept right on through it. Right on through it. Oh. I have a lot to tell you all. I don't know where to start. I guess at the beginning. I just want to check on y'all and see how y'all been doing. Man, it's been a while. I feel like I'm just so excited for y'all to be here. Hey, Gina. Welcome in. Welcome in. I know everyone probably knows. Oh, he has the sniffles too. Oh, no. Um, I know everyone here probably knows everybody else's channel, but check everybody out and go listen to my gossip videos because I talk about most of these channels on one or the other of my gossip videos. You know, I love to gossip. I'm not denying that. If anybody ever tells you that it's me, Angie, gossips, I do. I do gossip, but I'm hoping it's good gossip, you know. But a lot's been going on lately. We have a busy December here at my home. And I hate to say it, and I really don't hate to say it, but I'm glad that the holidays are over. Um, I'm glad y'all hanging in there, Auntie Mama. That's what James and I are doing. Uh, I've had physical therapy this morning. I've had the home health nurse come by. I've had the wound care uh, nurse come by. Uh, it's just been busy here the last couple of weeks with me getting home health to come in and get me evaluated for my new wheelchair to see what extra stuff that I need because I'll keep this new wheelchair for 5 more years. And I've gotten, let's just say I've digressed since I got my last wheelchair. Digressed or whatever you want to call it. I have to have more things added to it, like more lift, uh, leg things to make you uh bring your legs up to rest your legs up in the air. Um, I don't know what else they'll put on it, but they'll put a lot of bells and whistles that I don't have now. Um, Everybody's coming in. Thank y'all. James and I have to sell my Jeep and get a van where now we carry this wheelchair on the back of the Jeep, on one of those electric lifts. Well, with this next wheelchair, it'll be even heavier than this wheelchair. So we'll have to sell my Jeep that I have now and get a van or something where I can just drive up in it in my wheelchair. That's the next thing we'll have to do in 2025. So, but Berkeley and Lincoln had their birthdays on separate days, of course. One weekend we had Berkeley's birthday. The next weekend we had Lincoln's birthday party. Of course, we had Christmas, our family Christmas. It's just been busy, busy, busy. One weekend I got up at 3:30, got dressed, and we went to Louisiana for Berkeley to be in a beauty pageant. It has just been crazy. Thank you, Teresa. They've been wrapping my legs to get the inflammation down in my lower extremities so I can get fitted for an AFO, which is a boot for my right foot because I have foot drop. And that means I can't bend like if this were my toes, I can't bend my foot up and down like that because I have what you call foot drop. And I need an AFO, which is a boot that would help me walk to be able to walk better. Which I don't walk like you all. Like when I use my walker, I'm like a 70, 75-year-old person that is on a walker. I kind of scoot, like scoot. I can pick my left foot up pretty good, but my right foot, I pick it up like a horse picks up a hoof, like that. You know how most of you go heel to toe when you walk? I can't go heel to toe. So that's what that AFO will do. It'll make me go heel to toe. But I'm getting stronger in my lower extremities. They want me to build up as much muscle as I can. So, but anyway, hey, twin Claudette, how are you? Enough about me. What are y'all doing? Tell me something about y'all. What is going on? I'm not going to be keeping Lincoln any longer. I'm just torn, but I know he needs to go to daycare. I know he needs to, but I'm going to miss him so much. He's supposed to start daycare Monday, and I normally keep him on Mondays and Tuesdays. So my Mondays and Tuesdays will be open again for me to pay more attention to my YouTube channel and do more. But I'm going to miss him so much. Oh my gosh. And Taylor sent me a text this morning that said he took 4 steps. 4 steps he took today. So he'll be walking permanently pretty soon in a couple of weeks. Any kind of event that's going on in your on your channel. I have some announcements to make about things that's going to be changing on my channel or things I'm going to be doing. Claudette will drop your link. She'll be glad to. If your turn, where you can drop your link, go ahead and drop it. So Ella and I have our program, Keeping It Real, this Sunday, 4 Central, 4 p.m. Central and 5 p.m. Eastern. Now, Josie and I will start our show, The Calm Before the Storm, Thursday, January the 9th, and it's going to be in the evening. It's not going to be in the morning or the afternoon. It's going to be in the evening. I think it's going to be around probably 5 or 6 my time. Probably. I'm not really sure what Josie and I said, but we will let you all know. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be really neat. It's going to be a lot different than mine and Ella's. We don't want it to be anything like mine and Ella's Keeping It Real. You know, our Keeping It Real is kind of we shoot straight from the hip. We don't have anything planned. We just go with whatever I tell Ella that I think we should discuss. Now, every once in a while, she does bring up something that she wants to talk about. But most of the time, Ella and I are on the same wavelength. We are basically thinking the same thing before we even talk about it. But Josie and ours is going to be, Yarn Again. You're 68 from 1K. Awesome. Well, let's go. Anybody that is not a part of Yarn Again's neighborhood, you need to jump on over there and join Teresa's channel and promote her on your channel. Let's get her over that hump of 1K. Yes. But let me get back to what Josie and I wish Josie would come in. She might come in. I don't know. I don't want to tell too much about what we have planned because it's a lot. It's going to be so much fun and it's going to be interesting. But Josie and I are going to be more detailed on a topic. Have researched a topic that we're going to talk about. Actually, let me give y'all a hint about something. Bring paper and bring a journal, paper, pen, or whatever when you come to mine and Josie's The Calm Before the Storm show, because there's some things you'll need to write down and keep up with through each show that we have. 2 things. Josie and I are going to be switching up. It's going to be once a month. We're going to be switching up 1 month on her channel, 1 month on my channel. Surprisingly, since I've been renewed for my 2nd season with Ella, we're going to go one a week on Ella's, and then the next time we have it, it's going to be on my channel. We're going to be switching up channels also, which I'm excited about. With Ella, we do Keeping It Real every 2 weeks. With Josie, we're going to be doing The Calm Before the Storm once a month. So, hey, Melinda. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, Laura. How are you doing? Welcome in. I'm so glad y'all are here. This is just a pop-up. Now, to be honest with y'all, now that I'm not going to be keeping Lincoln anymore, he's going to daycare, I will probably go back to a morning show like I was doing before, and maybe have an afternoon show later on in the same week. I'm not really sure. I'm going to get back to doing my neighborhood chat videos. It's just been, the holidays have been so crazy. Everybody's speaking to everybody. I am so glad y'all are here. So how have y'all been feeling? Have y'all been doing well? What's been going on with you all? I know Gina's doing on Tuesdays She's doing on her other channel. Gina, is Gina blue? I want you to drop your other channel. Hold on a minute. Oh, so people can get your channel for listen to your Bible lessons. Let me get Gina turned. Teresa, I'm going to change you over too. And y'all, if Claudette hadn't dropped y'all's channel, drop it. But Gina has another channel that she does. She has Christian beliefs, and she talks about different things, and she has lessons on that channel. Since I've been keeping Lincoln, I hadn't been able to go over there and really pay attention to what she's talking about. But now that I'm not keeping Lincoln on Tuesdays anymore, I'll be able to go over and join Gina's talk that she has on Tuesdays. So y'all want to go over there and visit Gina with her new channel. Oh, Claudette, the other day when we were at Lincoln's birthday party and you were sending me messages about the weather being so bad. Oh, it got bad here. Bad. We made it home right before the really, really bad part came. And I was trying to get into my safe place. Back here in the back of my house, I have an area where my sinks are. We have both of our sinks. And we have a closet that has sliding doors. Well, what I do is slide one of those doors open and back my wheelchair up in that closet. Well, guess what happened? I'm thinking that I'm taking my joystick and I think on my wheelchair, I think I'm pushing it backwards to go up into the closet. It goes forward and smushes my foot up against my sinks. And I mean, it mashes it and turns it this way. And I'm just hollering to James, back my wheelchair up, back my wheelchair up. So he backs it up. I cry for 30 minutes because I'm telling James, oh, I broke it. I broke my foot. I broke my foot. I know I broke it. And so we finally get in my safe place. James is trying to figure out if I broke my foot or not. And it's better today. Now, this was Saturday. Today is Thursday, and it's just getting to where I can put my foot down without it being in so much pain. I didn't go get it x-rayed, but the home health nurse said that she didn't think it was broke, that it was just bruised really bad. And you're welcome, Yarn Again. Oh, freezing there, 27. Yeah, our area was hit, but it was hit. It came over our house because James said, hurry, 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 get in the closet, get in the closet. Everything on our porch blew off. Limbs and everything was going everywhere, and it blew over, and it hit about, I would say, maybe 10, 11 miles from our house. Oh, Yarn Again's got 29 with flurries. The weather's supposed to change here next week. It's supposed to be really cold. I know it was bad. I hurt my foot bad. You probably had a good laugh when I'm telling you all to get helmet, work boots, and mattresses on you That's what I read that you're supposed to do. I hope you didn't freak you guys out. No, we laugh, Claudette, because you're in Canada telling me how bad the weather is where I live. And I'm sitting at a birthday party, excuse me, not realizing how bad it is, and you're in another country telling me to find safety because a tornado's coming. That was what was funny. Which I'm so thankful for you, because we hadn't even looked at the weather, which I hadn't. Yes, it was tornadoes all around us all day. Minus 17 here with wind chill minus 20. Lucky we don't have crazy snowstorm yet. Oh, wow, Joanna. Ella, 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 Ella. Ella, I was just talking about you and our show for 2025. I got renewed for a second season. Whoop, whoop. I'm so excited. Yes, but it was your birthday party for the 3. Oh, I'm glad I let you know. Oh, yeah, we wasn't even paying attention to the weather, Claudette. It could have blew us away, but at the time you sent me the message, it wasn't even raining where my daughter lives. That's what's scary, is when you get that calmness before the tornado hits. That's what's scary. It's supposed to get really cold here next week. Ella and I will be on this Sunday, keeping it real, 4 Central my time, 5 her time, if she's Eastern. And she has the thumbnail up. She's so good at that. She gets those thumbnails up really fast. I'm going to learn how to do that in 2025, because one week it's going to be on her channel. The next time it's going to be on my channel. So I'm going to be getting those out. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a good season, Ella. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm excited about it. I'm so glad that Ella, and I'm going to talk about her while she's here. I'm so glad that she has taken a couple of days to rest. I really am. I thought it was your family Christmas dinner that day. How did I forget it was the December 30th, all birthdays? I don't know, Claudette, but we were celebrating the birthdays for sure. And Lincoln, I told Taylor, it was like he had Christmas all over again. I said I would not open but one gift at a time and give it to him. I would put all the rest of the gifts in a closet. Every month or so, I would take out another gift and just open it up out of the box and give it to him. I wouldn't open all those gifts at one time. I would just give him one at a time. Yes, Ella, glad you're getting rest and time off you need it. Yes, she does. Yes. There's my sister Christina. I'm wearing one of her headbands that Christina sent to me over the holidays. She sent a whole box of stuff, had headbands in it, a gift for James, all this good smelly stuff, something for Olivia, Livy, something for Berkeley, me, of course. It was a whole box of stuff. And she sent that box, and I went through it like a kid in a candy store. It was some nice things in there, Christina, and I really appreciate it. And you know I love you. Oh, I don't really want to get into a lot of talk about what I'm about to say, but I just want to keep in our thoughts and prayers about New Orleans and what happened there, that's really close to me. I mean, I'm only like 2 hours from New Orleans, and I can get there in 2 hours. And that's close to home. I mean, no matter where it happens, it's sad. But when it hits close to home like that, it's like you stand up and pay attention, to what's going on. And I have been to Bourbon Street. I cannot even count how many times in my life since I've been an adult that I've been on Bourbon Street. I mean, walking up and down that street. And we are glad you and Ella did too, but we all miss her lives and her sweet hellos, kisses, and making our days happy with it. Oh yeah, we miss her. Oh my gosh. And if y'all did not see it, I will gossip some more. Ella was twerking on her channel the last time she was live. When she and Nikki were on, she was twerking. And I'm not saying just one time. I'm saying she kept dancing and dancing and dancing, which that's what makes Ella Ella. I mean, she just does stuff like that, just spontaneously says something or does something that makes her who she is. It's just so funny. But if you haven't seen that, you'll want to go back and watch that. It was so funny. Yes, Gina. Yes. Yes. And they think it was maybe related because the two automobiles or trucks or whatever were rented from the same facility or something. I don't know. I seen it. It was 4 hours good twerking there, Miss Ella. That's the one of the things I miss about not being ambulatory, not being able to walk, is I used to dance all the time. Like when I would clean house, I would turn music on and I would just get after it. We would have a family gathering and we would all dance. And that's one thing that I really miss is dancing. So when I see somebody else enjoying dancing or having fun like that, it just makes me so happy because I miss it so much. Thank you again, Christina. You know that I love you. And not because you send me gifts, but I just love you. Hey, Kyle, welcome in. How are you doing? Oh, Gina has auctions on her channel on this Gina's Glass Glam Galore. And she has glass that is beautiful. She auctions off a lot of like jewelry and glass, and she goes out sourcing, I guess that's what you call it. But she has a special place she goes to that she gets a lot of her glass and the stuff that she sells. Lots of cousins in New Orleans, great people. Yeah, they were showing. Yes, Ella was twerking, Christina. You have to go back and watch her last auction with Nikki, and Ella was, yes. That's all I can say is just yes. Yes, you got to go back and watch it. Uh, Gina, you can drop that link to that uh auction tonight in the chat. You can drop the link to that if you want to. Angie, I got some amethyst earrings over Christmas. Nice, Kyle. Nice, nice, nice. So James and I, okay, let me tell you. We decided what we were going to do instead of getting each other, because James and I, we get stuff all the time. If I want to get something, I just go purchase it. So he kept asking me, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? And I kept asking him, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? So what we decided after I said we must not want anything or need anything because we can't think of anything that we want, which I love fresh flowers. And anytime, which Bo and Lisa sent me fresh flowers, I would love to have fresh flowers every week sitting on my dining table. I would love that every week, fresh flowers on my table. That's how much I love fresh flowers, but I know I can't do that. And so we kept discussing about what we were going to get each other for Christmas. We couldn't decide what we were going to do. So after talking about it, we decided that the money that we were going to spend for each other a gift for Christmas, we would just save it and use that on our trip that we take around our anniversary and my birthday every year when we go to the coast. And so we'll just use that for that trip is what we decided. So that is what we got each other for Christmas. Hey, Black Widow, welcome in. How are you? If y'all are not familiar with Black Widow, y'all need to become a part of her channel because she has auctions with Selena. And Selena has a long YouTube name, and I can never remember all of it, and I would butcher it if I tried to. But if someone wants to drop the Black Widow's link, and I don't know if Black Widow's going to be doing the little short videos of different people having things offered up for sale. I know Josie was a part of that. Selena. I think Gina might have been a part of that. It was several people that sell, that auction things off. That Pam's Treasures was a part of it, I think. I don't know if Black Widow will be doing that or not, but if you join her channel, you'll see where she has different things. I am so glad y'all are here. Don't forget to give me one of these. Oh my goodness, it's Sassy Mary. Hey, Sassy. Happy New Year. Now, y'all all know Sassy. She's the one that puts up with those heifers. You know, Colleen and Tracy. So we might want to say a little prayer for Sassy on a daily because she puts up with those two. But hey Natalie, how are you? Welcome in. Everybody speaking. Anyone is welcome to share a video. Hey, Michelle. Love you. How are you doing? Did you have a good New Year's Day? Can y'all believe it's 2025? I can remember when Y2K was a thing. And everybody was afraid that something major was going to happen when the calendar flipped over to the year 2000. And now it's 25 years later. I just cannot believe it. We go live on Sunday nights. Nice. Hey, Myra. Y'all don't forget about checking Myra out. This is the buying space. I shouted her out in my gossip video, my last one. She does devotions. She does unboxings. I don't know if she's going to be going on. Here I go again. This may be true and it may not. She can correct me. But I don't know if she'll be going on Johnny's this month to sell things. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe I dreamed that. I don't know. All right, let's see. I know they challenge you, Sassy. I know they do. It's bad, but everybody has a cross to bear, and I know this is a heavy cross for you to bear. If anybody has anything to share or um oh, so Black Widow is multitasking. Or if something's going on your channel, or if you have an event happening in your life, or if you want to tell anything, just go right ahead and tell it on my channel. We won't judge you for it. Just go ahead and just let it all out. Everybody. I had a bad migraine still going, but I had fun at Lydia's New Year's Eve special and Sissy Dev's karaoke on New Year's Eve. I slept right through the new year coming in. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Oh, let me tell y'all this. So I got me a electric lift recliner chair. You know, one of those like you just mash this button and it raises you up and you stand up. I got one of those. There was a lady in our neighborhood that was her husband has Parkinson's and she had gotten it for him, bought it brand new. And so he wouldn't sit in it. He said it wasn't comfortable. He didn't like it. He didn't care to have it in the house. He didn't want it. So I wasn't even advertising that I would like one of those chairs. I really wasn't. And to make a long story short, Taylor saw it on this Facebook page that it's called Helping Hands, and they give stuff away for free. And she had put this chair up that they just wanted to get rid of it. They didn't want to sell it or anything. So Taylor sent me a picture of it. And I knew the lady. She used to come in the library all the time. And she said, I got this chair if you want it. And she sent me a picture of it. And I said, yes, I would like to have it. It's a brand new lift chair recliner. And those things are pretty expensive. And so I'm excited about that. Yeah, does anybody have any goals? Hey, Nez. How are you, sweetie? So good to see you. Oh, you're still not working, Christina? Why don't you just go ahead and retire? Just retire. James has been off since Thanksgiving, okay? He goes back tonight. Can you imagine how he feels right now? And I'm not looking forward to him going back either because he's been home for 2 months on vacation. And especially at night. You know, me being here at night by myself, I've never liked that. Especially when I've gotten in the shape that I am now, you know, not ambulatory. But he goes back tonight. But anyway, he's going to retire he'll be 59 in July. 60, 61. He's going to retire at 62. I want to go live more. I think I can grow more that way. Yeah, that's my thought about myself. And now that I don't have Lincoln, I think I'll be able to go live more and do more because I'll have Monday and Tuesday again, even though I'm going to miss him. The thought of him not being here just breaks my heart. But I know he's got to go. I know he's got to go, and grow up. So I can't hold him back. I know that. But I've enjoyed keeping him. Can y'all believe it's been a year that I've kept him a year? A year. Be careful when it storms. You get stuck in a lift chair with when the electric goes up. Oh yeah, I've already thought about that, Myra. That has went through my mind. Because I never thought about that until I got one. And James said, "Oh my goodness, I'll have to hook up the generator if you ever get stuck in it." And the thought of being stuck somewhere just, oh, I don't like that. But so if it ever rains or whatever, I'll just keep it like a recliner and won't let it up and just sit in it. That's what I'll do. Because the thought of getting stuck in it just no. No, no, no. I would like thumbs up on Zane's award picture I posted to show him he did on an amazing thing, and keep it up when he checks his thumbs and comments. Melinda, undoubtedly I am part of your channel because I don't remember seeing things that you put up. I'm going to have to go back and look at that and see if I am a part of your channel because I thought I was. My son bought me one years ago. He wanted to get me the best, thinking leather lift chair would be the best. Wrong. When you're lifting yourself out, you can easily slide out. Poor Mitch, he has. Well, this is what I don't lift mine very high because I can still lift myself up. Because I was lifting myself up, pushing myself up to reach my walker to transfer to my wheelchair. And so I don't lift it. Not very high at all. It's not where I'm bent over like this, like I'm going to slip out of it. But I can see how you can slide out of it. I can see how that can happen. Yeah, I really like it so far. I really do. But it's like Myra said, the thought of getting stuck in it when the lights or electricity go off, I don't want. But if I'm sleeping at night and it comes up a storm, or if the lights just go out when the sun's shining sometimes, and because the electric company just says, I think I'm gonna cut the lights off, and then the lights, how your lights will go out for 2 or 3 hours, and you're thinking, it's not even a storm outside. Why are my lights off? There you go. Trying to get a fabric had made a good warranty, but nothing yet. So sweet. Trying to get a fabric one? A fabric one? Oh, okay. You're welcome, Nez. Only go is getting some of this yarn out of my way. Can't crochet fast enough. Yeah, one of my goals, I have this book I'm reading, and I've only got to chapter 8, and I got this book. When I told you I got stuck in the yard in my wheelchair and the neighbor had to come help me out of the yard? I don't know if y'all remember me telling y'all that. Well, I was going to get this book. Well, I've only been able to read 8 chapters of it since then because of all the holiday stuff. Us traveling, birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Well, now that all that's over with, New Year's, maybe I can get back to read my book, which I hope so. I used to love to read all the time. I would read a book every week or every other week. I would read a book. Y'all can let anybody. I don't know where the time went, Nez. I don't know. Prayers for everyone in danger of the extreme cold coming. They say that we are going to have some weather come next week. I'd love to, but I can't. I'm not old enough or financially stable enough. I understand that, Christina. Pay no attention to my channel support. My channel support one another. Hey, sis Angel, how are you doing? Welcome in. Angel, have you stopped doing your auction on Saturdays for the last couple of Saturdays? I can't lift myself because of my knee. Yes, I understand that. Yes. It's really weird because Warren, my physical therapist, which he's been my physical therapist since I got down like this, that comes to my house to help me with my physical therapy. Uh, they want me to build the muscle around my right leg where the one that's paralyzed, because I can build the muscle around it and it'll get stronger, but I can't fix the damaged nerves. So he was helping me with my physical therapy, and he said, even though you can't do this, me pressing down, like going like this with this foot, he said, it's firing. He said, it's firing on. I can feel it. He said, your nerves are doing great doing this. So I still have some action in my right foot too. And he wants to build the muscle around that so I'll get stronger. Sorry for the cap. Oh, I'm not worried about that, Claudette. Everybody's speaking. Hey, Lori, my friend, how are you? Welcome in. My stepdad has a newer lift chair and it has a generator with it. Oh, nice. Angie, I believe it's under community on my page. Not sure how you all see it. Oh, okay. Hey, Steph, how are you doing? Happy New Year. Welcome in. Y'all go over there and check Steph's channel out. She has auctions. You know me. I'm in that community. I'm in that community. I know they are, Christina. I know it's crazy. I made sausage balls yesterday. I started to make a video of it doing that, and I made brownies because we gave brownies to the men that come by and pick our garbage up, and we gave them a Subway gift card with the brownies. We always do something for them every year during the holidays to thank them for coming by to pick our garbage up. And so I was making brownies and sausage balls. Okay, my daughter is still home on winter break. Back to being a mama. Good to see you on, and love you, Nez. See you later. Everybody speaking. Thank you, Nez. Tooch Man, welcome in. How are you? Tooch Man is, there you go again. He has auctions. He's on with Dawn Southern Fine and Yarn Again, Teresa. He's going to be doing a show on his own channel this year. I think. Now, this is all gossip. I'm not 100% sure of any of this. So if I tell something wrong, to correct me. He was on Johnny's already, I think. We have had COVID and I didn't want to contaminate anything. Oh, I got you. So let me tell y'all this. Try to get down here to the end of the chat. Everybody's speaking to one another. Oh, thank you, Claudette. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Y'all are so sweet. Man, I got some good women in here taking care of me. Brick Top, nice American name, the New Orleans suspect. Wake up, Christian brothers and sisters. Islam is evil. There's my friend John. Hey, John, how are you? Now, John's going to be on with Cajun Roots Reseller tomorrow for his first time auctioning on YouTube. So y'all go over there and check it out when John's over there with Johnny. Don't miss it. Not good, Angie. My godson, 47 years old, passed away. Oh, no, Lori. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Oh, that breaks my heart. Oh, dear Lord, please be with their family. Be with Lori. Oh, just hold them. Love on them. Be with them. I'm so sorry, Lori. We'll be praying for you, Lori. Everybody's wishing everybody a happy new year. I guess I'm at the end. All right. Now that I'm at the end of the chat and speaking to everybody, does it say I got new? Hold on a minute. I have a lot of things that I hope that will happen in 2025. You're welcome, Lori. I want, if nothing else, within the community that I'm a part of, my prayer is that it'll be less drama and more peace, than anything else this year. More encouragement, more giving, more support, more positive feedback than negative. That's my goal for 2025, is to build up and not break down, people, which I hope that's what I always do. But there comes a point where you got to push back sometimes if you're being attacked. I understand that. You got to push back. But I hope it's just enough to say, leave me alone, and then we move on. That's my prayer for 2025. I mean, I always say you got to have a misunderstanding to get to an understanding. And life is very short. I mean, it is very, very short. So we need to love on each other. Even if we don't like each other, we don't have to be ugly to each other. But when someone's ugly to you, I feel like it's okay for you to respond back and say, "Oh, wait a minute, hold up," and you speak your piece. I don't see anything wrong with that. But to keep it going on and on and on is just teenage, teenage stuff. And the last time I checked, I don't remember any of us being teenagers. Um, let's see who else come in. Hey, Uni Magic, how are you? Welcome in, darling. Uni it's got some things going on. You know, she has auctions with Angela. Oh my goodness, I can never remember her YouTube name. Um, is it Angela's Antiques or Vintage? Here I go again, just making stuff up. Um, I don't know where my memory's going. It is just out the window. But we need to encourage Uni Magic because I think she's been dealing with a lot of. I say a lot, and here I go again. This could be gossip, negativity, and things going on with her being on YouTube and all that. People, it's enough room for all of us to be on here. It really is. And we got this little button that we can click in and out if we don't want to be where we think we don't want to be. It's not like we have to go on there and be ugly. And a lot of what people disagree about is a choice. It's not a right or a wrong, it's just a choice. And somebody's made a different choice than you have or somebody else has, and they get upset about it. And oh, I'm not going to waste my time with all that. It's just you give up hours and days of your life that you can never, ever get back over something that's not even going to matter. It's not even going to matter. Yes, lots of healing prayers. I know a lot of people has dealt with illness, and I'm gonna tell y'all something, and y'all know this because I'm preaching to the choir. You know how they say in a Baptist church, "Oh, you don't have to tell me. You're preaching to the choir." But people are going through things that y'all don't have a clue what a person is dealing with. Um, if I sat here and told you every health problem that I have right now with my disability, y'all would go, "How in the world does she function as well as she does?" But I don't come on here and tell you all my aches and pains and my illness because I'm more of a positive um person. I don't which that if you want to know about it, send me an email and I'll give you a list of everything I deal with on a daily basis. But oh, thank you, Lori. Thank you. Yeah, she's a sweetie. That Berkeley is something else. And can y'all believe she turned 4? 4 years old. Yeah, Angela Isaac Vintage and more. Why can't I remember that? Thank you, Uni. Yes, some negativity and other issues. I just avoid the drama and keep on keeping on. Yes, that's what you do, Uni. Yes. Yes, Gina, absolutely. Yep, I have been very sick despite the smile I've had on while selling. Yes. Uni, I just keep being you, and if people don't like it, it's their loss. Yeah, I mean, I know everybody doesn't care about my channel or me, or some people don't like me, their loss. I mean, I'm a very likable person, and I don't lose sleep at night if people don't care about coming to my channel. I mean, I okay. Um, Very true, Gina. I am me, and they have the option to change the channel, just like on TV. Yes, yes, I know, Claudette. It does, and now I have three grandbabies. Lincoln turned a year old. Berkeley turned 4. Livy is already November, December, January the 12th. She'll be 3 months old. It is crazy. 100% despite smile, and yes, we want to breathe life and joy into spaces, those around us. Yes. I'm the type to say, bring it on, sister. Yes, I know you are, Gina. I know you are. I like that about you, too. I mean, y'all believe it or not, but I will not hold back if you get me to a certain point, which I've never seen me get that far yet, and I try not to. But if James was sitting right here beside me right now, he would express to you all that y'all don't want to see that side of me. It is not, my children and James just, when they know they have reached that point with me, it's like, oh no, oh no. I wished I hadn't have said that, because now, oh, we opened a box that we're not going to be able to close for quite a while. So I try not to open that box. Absolutely, Sissy. I agree with you. I don't sound off very often, but when I do, Lord have mercy. I know. Yes, you're right. Thank you, Steph. Yes, that's right, Unimagic. Uni, you have the power inside your channel. That's that. Yes. Libby wasn't born on my birthday, June. No, she was born October the 12th. She was November 12th, she was a month old. December, she was 2 months old. January the 12th, she'll be 3 months old. Oh, I'm not a nice person when I'm pushed too far, and it's not a face I want people to see. See, we all have that side. It just depends on how much it takes to get us there. And it takes a while for me to get there, but once I get there and you open that gauge up and it comes out, there's no closing that gauge up until all of it just spews. So that's why I try not to go there. I don't like to go there. Yeah, I got you, Gina. I got you. I'm going to be a great aunt real soon. She's due in February, and they said she could go early. Oh, that's wonderful. They picked out a name, Lori. I will drop some truth bombs, and I just don't want to open the box or create drama. Ah, I got you. Me either, Uni Magic. It has taken a lot of energy to contain that side of me. I know, Cece Michelle, and we love each other. You said January 12th. Oh, okay. I have almost bit my tongue off on, or sat on my hands. Oh, I got you. I've done that in church before. And that's a sad thing to say. When I used to go to church, you would, and y'all, and I don't know if y'all experienced this either, but I used to be really active in church. And I don't regret that. And I would probably still be attending if I could still drive and get myself there and all. But church has become so commercialized and political, and it's just a lot here anyway in the church that I used to go to. And I have literally sat in church before going, I can't believe this. I can't believe that this is happening. I can't believe that he just really said that. And when I would leave church, I would feel worse after going to church than when I went. And I told James, I said, no, if I feel worse coming out of church than I did when I went in, there's no need for me to go. I mean, I sang in the choir and I would teach a Sunday school class and I was real involved in it. But when I got to that point, I was like, something has got to give. It's got to give. I don't know if y'all have ever experienced that or not. Claudette, my nephew's birthday is January the 12th. Everyone has a voice that's powerful and necessary. Everyone here has something important to say. Never let anyone stop you. Exactly. I know when I'm about to explode. Oh, yeah, and everybody else knows it too that has been around me for years, like James, my children, and some of my relatives and friends. They know when it's about to happen. If a boy, Sophie, if a girl, Luca, if a boy, and Sophie, if a girl. So, yes, Sophie. Okay. It's a volcano. It builds up and then not stopping it until all is out of it. Yep, I can relate. Oh my goodness. Can I say my greatest gift for Christmas for me was holding my grandbaby? Oh, Steph, I know it was. Oh, I know it. I know it was. That had to be awesome. They didn't want to know the sex. Oh, I think that's great. I think that's wonderful. My home health nurse that's coming now, she's pregnant. But her last baby that she had, they had a reveal and everything. She already had 2 boys, and they told her the last pregnancy she had, it was a girl. So she had a gender reveal and all that for a girl. So when she's in delivery and they deliver her baby, they tell her that it's a boy. And she goes, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be having a girl. And it was a boy, and she had already had the reveal and everything for a girl. And she said, we were so devastated. She said, but we love him. We were just shocked. So this time she's pregnant. She's having another boy. So she's going to have 4 boys. And she said, no more. It is just not meant for me to have a little girl. I'm not trying again. Sorry, I needed to put it out there. Was grateful to have all my kids, but my grandbaby melted. Oh, it's okay, Stephanie. I'm glad you did. That's awesome. Why do you think my avatar is up and I mute myself a lot on lives? I got you, Sassy. I got you. I got you. I have 4 grands and they are all the most precious things. Yes. Totally agree. I'm fighting anxiety. Oh, Christina. Oh my goodness. I can relate to that. But I'm not going to say but, because once you say but, that negates everything you said before you said but. So I'm not going to say that because I'm not trying to negate anxiety because it is real. And you know what? So many people on YouTube are dealing with issues like that: depression, anxiety, um, attention deficit problems, uh, fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough, uh, fear of not, just fear, which I don't have any fear really. Uh, and I don't say that in a bragging way. And, people will say, when I say, oh, I don't fear death, and they go, oh, there's no way. You gotta fear that. And I'm like, no, I don't fear it. I'm not afraid of it. Oh, you're not telling the truth. You are afraid of dying. Okay, number one, I don't want to right now. I'll just tell you that. Number two, I'm not afraid of dying. It's just I don't want to suffer a lot before I go. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like I live in enough pain on a daily basis that I don't really want to go through a lot of pain getting to the process of no longer being here. So it's not really fear. It's just I don't want to suffer a great deal. I kind of want to do like my grandmother did. She went instantly. She just went boom and she was gone. And that's kind of what I want to do. No, that is what I want to do. But as far as the hereafter, I don't have any fear of that. And people will tell me all the time when I mention it, oh, you're not telling the truth. You know that you do fear it. And I really don't. I'm sorry you're fighting anxiety, Christina. I'm going to be praying for you. It's a real thing. Oh, it can take you over in a minute. And come over to mine and Josie's new show, The Calm Before the Storm. And I gave it that name because it's a preparing anyone that comes over to watch our program. It kind of prepares you to face a storm that may come in your life. And it gives you steps to prepare for something that could happen. And that's why it's called The Calm Before the Storm. So we'll be dealing with anxiety, depression, bullying. That's another thing. Man, I cannot stand a bully. Goodness gracious. I've never been able to tolerate a bully. Will not tolerate a bully. Will stand up to a bully. I don't play that game. Yes, Angie, I had a horrible experience at church. Not my current church, but one in the past. I don't know if y'all feel this way or not, but some of the cruelest people in the world attend church. And I just don't understand it. It gives, let's just say, the name Christian, it gives us a bad, people look at us so different when somebody tries to destroy somebody that comes to church. That's where you're supposed to get healing and love and kindness and acceptance. That's where you're supposed to get all that. And then when you go and you don't get that, it makes the ones of us that are truly Christians look like we are the same way. And every Christian is not that way. I choose joy to end 2024 with and released a video recently of our overview. Nice, Stephanie. I have, Angie, and I've simply walked away from yeah, some of it some of it's not even worth engaging in it because, the Christian belief, there's a scripture in the Bible that says, do not cast your pearls before the swine. Don't throw what you know to be the truth in front of people that's not going to listen to it. Because no matter what you say, it's not going to change their mind. So don't be wasting your time trying to tell somebody that is not listening to you. It's just going to stomp all over what you're saying. Don't even waste your time. That's what that means. Don't cast your pearls before the swine. And so I just say to myself, this person is not going to listen. They're not even going to, I mean, at least if I don't believe in what somebody is telling me, I will respect them enough and listen to why they believe what they believe. And I will not judge them for it. And I will listen. Don't mean I'm going to accept it, but I will listen. But you got some people that will not listen to what you say. They want to be ugly and mad and angry because you won't believe the way they believe. And I feel like everybody deserves to believe the way they want to believe. And right or wrong, because I'm not the judge, the jury, and the person that, sentences everybody. I'm just there to love, and that's it. That's all my responsibility is to love. That's all I got to do. I don't have to do anything else. So that relieves a lot of the burden off of me right there. I'm going to have to go back and watch that video, Steph. It sucks because I gave not. Wait, it sucks because I have not had it till about a month ago. Oh, it does. It's bad. I have had 2 experiences, and the lessons I've learned were oh yeah. Always say, what am I supposed to learn through this? Because if you don't learn something through it, guess what? You're going to repeat it. It's going to happen to you again. And sometimes it happens to you again, and you see just how different you react, and that shows you what you learned the first time. And you don't treat it like you did the first time that it come at you, You will find your coping mechanism, Christina. It will come in time. Stay strong. You can do this. Yes. Renee's Secret Garden. Welcome in. Thank you for listening. Nobody ever calls me until I get on live chat with you all. I'm not kidding. I'm getting a call in right now. Thank you for the thumbs up. My husband's mama had 6 boys on her 7th baby. She was told by the doctors while she was in labor that this one was a girl. He was wrong. She had her 7th son. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. 7 boys. Oh, anxiety. I know it all too well. It's scary. Yes. Matt, my son Matt, has resigned to the fact that he is a girl daddy. That he is only going to have girls because they don't plan on having any more. Now that they've had Livy, they only going to have 2. And he's fine with it. They wanted a boy, but not so bad that they, oh my gosh, it's not a boy. No, they're not like that. But you know how the little thing is about if he has a boy, the name, his daddy's name will go on, and the family tree thing will go out further and all that. Well, now that Matt's not going to have a boy, that line on that family tree just stops. Well, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Back years ago, it was this big, huge deal about that. But now, God's in control, and he knew that Matt was only going to be having girls. And if they ever have a boy and it becomes like, oops, we didn't mean to get pregnant, but I did, which they're very careful, so I don't see that happening. They're both in the medical field. I'm not saying it couldn't happen. I'm just saying the odds are it's probably not going to happen. So we have the potential of having one more grandbaby, and that's from my daughter. So we'll have 4 maybe, but we definitely have 3 now. Sissy, I sit and giggle when you mute and put your avatar on. I can see you rolling your eyes behind your avatar. Hey, Leon. Thank you, Claudette. It's the irrational aspect of anxiety, and it gets you anxiety over things that never bothered you before. You know, anxiety is I don't take it lightly. It's something very real, and it causes you to shorten not being the present moment of your life because you're fearing something that you think is going to happen in the future, which none of us can predict that. And what we actually are is what we're fearing is probably not even the way that it's going to happen. And by the time we get there, we realize that we've had anxiety for no reason and we've wasted all that time being anxious. But it's real. Anxiety is so real, and you can't control it most of the time. Welcome in, Leon. Thank you for coming by. Thank you. Happy New Year. Thank you, Claudette, for dropping the links. I'm so glad that I came on today and I am with you all. It has made my day. Thank you so much. Yes, Angie, that makes a lot of sense. No suffering. Yeah, we do enough of that while we are alive. Yeah. My aunt was told she was having a boy. Then the sonograms and everything was blue. She had twin girls. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. I know that was a shocker. Oh, my goodness. I do that a lot with my avatar up. I want to say one thing. If I have one thing to say to y'all, my biggest problem with passing is my loved ones being upset. I can relate to that, Yarn. I really can. Because I'm not going to know it. I'm going to be in the sweet by and by. But they're going to be left here to suffer through that. I get that. I get that. I really do. That is a real concern. It really is. But what I want to say, if I have one bit of advice to give you all that's that's hearing me, be who you are. Be real. Don't pretend. Don't pretend that you're something that you're not. Just be you. And if you don't know who that is, let that be a new thing for you in 2025 to figure out who you really are and who you really want to be and how you really want to be toward others. And don't be toward others just because everybody else is like that. Don't have a person in your life that don't really like somebody and you say, well, so-and-so don't like them, so I'm not going to like them. I mean, don't do that. Don't, that person can become a real good friend of yours. Just because your good friend doesn't care for them, that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy their company. I wouldn't sell myself short on being who I really am to compromise myself for anybody. I would not do that. I would just rather be me, because when you all come in here, I don't have to worry about, well, how did I act last time they were here? What did I say? Because when you pretend, you have to keep pretending. But when you're real, you just have to be who you are. It's sort of like telling the truth and a lie. If you tell the truth, you don't have to have a good memory. But if you lie, you have to keep thinking, okay, what was my story before? You have to keep figuring out the story that you told that was a lie. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to remember it the way you told it the first time. So just remember that. Be authentic. Be who you are. Can you put the link in the chat? For what? Welcome to Krista's world. Hi, Krista. Can you put the link in the chat? What link, honey? Oh, mine and Josie's? Yeah, it can go in the chat. I'll try to do that in a minute. Good evening, Angie. How are you doing? Hey, April. I'm doing good. How are you? Ask hubby how much I yell at the screen sometimes when I see nonsense. I understand, Magic. I understand. That's why I like modding in chats. No one can see my reactions. I got you, Michelle. Good evening, everyone in chat. How are you doing? Happy New Year, April. Well, I'm doing great. I'm just glad to be here. It seems like it's been forever since I went live. And I'm usually going live every week and catching up with everybody and making sure everybody's okay. And I just come alive when I'm with you all because I enjoy y'all's company. The Calm Before the Storm is a song by CCR. Have you ever seen the rain? Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Oh, I love CCR too. Y'all excuse me for wiping my nose in front of y'all. When I mute myself, I tend to give directions to people. Yeah, I hear you, Sassy. I hear you. I was bullied in school. I tried to take my life when I was 14 years old because of it. Oh, Lori, I am so sorry. I wish I could give you a big hug right now with everything you're going through. See, I was never one of the, and I don't say this in a bragging way, I was never one of those children that anybody would want to dare bully when I was in school. Because I walked around and I made a point, not in an aggressive way, but I think everybody kind of knew, oh no, we don't want to mess with Angie. Because I was very opinionated then like I am now. That part of me has not changed. But I think there was an understanding, oh no, we don't want to let her out of her cage. Because if she comes out, it's going to be ugly. I think everybody kind of had that understanding. So I never got bullied in school. Now, I took up for the bullies, and I wouldn't let anybody bully anybody when I saw it. I would not allow that. That was not happening. No, everyone is not the same. Not everyone is judgmental or meaning. Yes. Both my mama and my grandmama suffered, but when the Lord came in, it was glorious. Yes, it is, Christina. Jasper is losing his mind out there. Be right back. There are so many wonderful people. You just have to wade through the weeds to find the flowers. Yes. Hey, Leanna. Glad you made it in. Welcome in. So glad you're here. I mute and say, don't let the door hit you. Yeah. Yeah. Hugging y'all back. Good. Thank you, Michelle. Let me tell y'all this story when I get to the bottom of this chat. I'm doing fine. Very good. Snack. Oh, I know I've gained 30 pounds. Oh, I'm telling y'all, Leanna, I'm telling you. Okay. I sit most of my life now that I'm in a wheelchair. So therefore, I'm not active. So therefore, I'm gaining weight on top of taking steroids. Okay. But I'm not making an excuse because there are ways that I can still lose weight. But I just got to set my mindset to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? To want to cut back. But honestly, I would have to give up every single thing except go outside and eat the grass in the yard and drink water. I mean, that's my final resort. I mean, I'm already at the point, if it tastes good, spit it out. Well, that's everything. I might as well just drink water and go outside and eat grass if I'm really gonna lose a huge amount of weight, because I've got a lot of things against me as far as losing weight. But I would love to lose about 70 pounds. But I'm going to get them to check my A1C when I go back to the doctor, because I think taking these steroids as long as I have has caused me to have my sugar levels go up and down, up and down. And I'm going to get them to check that. Do you know insurances will not pay for you to get one of those glutometers, or whatever they're called, the meters that check your sugar levels? They will not pay for you to get one until you've been diagnosed with having being a diabetic, which I don't think they're very expensive. I just haven't ordered one yet. But do they make the ones that you don't have to prick your finger? I mean, I'm not trying to be a baby or anything, but if you ever had, for some reason, that little prick on the end of your finger hurts. I'm not trying to be a baby. I would do it, but I'm not looking forward to doing it, and I don't want to do it every day. Welcome back, John. Middle child. Hey, I am a middle child, Uni Magic. I know all about being a middle child. James is a middle child. So you can imagine when he and I have a disagreement, two middle children in a disagreement, it's not fun. Not fun at all. But when he and I agree, we can do anything we set our minds to. But when he and I disagree, oh, honey, our children just leave the room. When they were here at the house, which we never had a disagreement in front of our children when they were growing up until they were in college. They never saw us get mad at each other or anything. And when they got to be adults and they realized, hey, mom and dad do get aggravated at each other and they do disagree, it was like, okay, well, I'm going out this door, you go out that door, and they can just, whatever they do to fix it, they'll get it fixed, and we'll come back and we'll be all right. But yeah, it's not good when two middle children disagree. It's not good. At least for James and myself, it's not good. Like they say, experience is a wonderful thing. It keeps you from making the same mistake. Yes. Experience is the best teacher ever. And we learn through pain. A lot of people don't believe that, but you do. Or you should. When you go through heartache or physical pain or any kind of disappointment, you should learn. But, that's just my opinion. Oh, she was busy, and my father-in-law was a truck driver in the States. She always called me her daughter that she always wanted. We had so much fun together. Oh, that was cool. Okay, I'm back. Jasper was barking and his daddy because Jim won't let him on the couch. Oh my goodness, that baby. Hey, Crap by Jay. Welcome in. How are you? Y'all check out Crap by Jay. He made me the prettiest card and sent it to me. I got it here on my desk somewhere. Berkeley comes in here when she visits, and she'll just start playing with everything on my desk. And I don't say anything to her. It's not anything that can't be replaced, I had a major anxiety attack after a new chemo treatment. My oncologist kind of played it off like I was being dramatic. Now, y'all, I've been getting chemo for the last 2 years and just started a new. Oh, Leanna, I'm so sorry. I'll be praying for you. But anxiety is real. I just pray you have strength to go through the chemo. I know when I have a relapse in my autoimmune disease, I get so weak that my daughter has to come bathe me. James has to literally pick me up and put me in my chair. I can't hold a fork or a spoon. I just get so weak. And I just tell him, I don't know how I can do this. I don't know how I can keep doing this. But I find the strength to bounce back and keep doing it. Um, and you know, my family just tells me, you got to fight. You got to fight. But it gets so tiring to just, your whole body's like a, you know, just like a washcloth that's just been soaked with water, and it's so heavy like a rag doll, and you don't have the strength to pick your arms up or your feet, and you're just thinking, I'm just not going to be able to get my strength back this time, but I always do. Not sure how to approach him. That it offended me. Well, I would speak to him about it. I think I'd probably pray about it first, because if you don't, you're probably going to come at him really hard and heavy. And I'm not saying that ain't the way you shouldn't come at him, but he needs a firm voice to tell him that you didn't appreciate what he said, because until he lives it, he don't know how he would react. So that's just the way I feel about it. Angie rolling her eyes all the time. You just don't know what at LOL. I'm sorry to hear that, Leanna. Yes. Christina, what happens with anxiety and panic attacks is a calming scent. Whatever your favorite scent is, make an inhaler and keep it with you. The way I handle anxiety, and everybody can't do this, I understand that. And sometimes it's a little harder to get a grip on it than others, just depending on what I'm anxious about. But I start letting my mind go to like a happy place, you know, trying to think of a calmness or a place that makes me happy, trying to psych my mind out that it really isn't in the danger that I think it's in, because that's what anxiety is. Anxiety is fear, or thinking you're in danger and you're really not. You know, it's like your mind's playing tricks on you or something. So I try to just change my thought process just a little bit. And I'm not going to lie to you, it doesn't always work quickly. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the anxiety attack has just, I'm in a full blown anxiety attack. Now, if it's just starting, I can get a hold of it a little quicker than if I let it go on and get into that full blown, oh no, I'm on the ride now. I got to ride this out. I got to stay on this ride and not fall off. And I got to ride this anxiety attack out. Now, it's a little harder to get a grip on it then. But if I catch it right at the beginning, I can pretty much get it under control. Oh, thank you, Leanna. I do not take, well, I take my meds as needed as far as anxiety, but I try not to take them at all. Now, I will tell y'all, I'll confess, confession time. Now, and he has gotten better. I'm going to have to just say this up front. He's gotten better. But when I'm in the car with James and we have to go on a trip to like my doctor's or say Matt's house, like any distance, you know what I'm saying? Like get on the interstate. And I think me going live, when I go live on the interstate with you all, it helps me from getting anxious. But I have had to take something to be able to ride with James, because James is an offensive driver and not a defensive driver. He is one of those people that comes right straight from NASCAR. He wants to be a Dale Earnhardt, look-alike or driver or whatever. And he wants to whip in and out of vehicles, and he wants to, what do they call it? Draft. You know how they get behind somebody and they're drafting behind them, and he wants to get that close to them. And then he wants to pass them and get in front of them, and like he's on a racetrack. Well, I can't deal with that. I couldn't deal with it when I was healthy, much less now that I'm not healthy. I mean, I'm already half crippled. If we had a wreck, I mean, where are you going to put me? Don't put my life in jeopardy. If you want to drive like that when I'm not in here, have at it. But don't drive like that with me in here. I don't want to lose my life or be worse off than I am now. But I have to admit, he's gotten a lot better about the way he drives. But, whew, he can get bad sometimes. Oh, thank you, Uni. I'm so glad you made it. That's a good question, Christina. How do you make an inhaler? Yeah. Yeah, Michelle, that's true. I don't take any anxiety meds thinking a scent candle might help. Yeah, that will help, Leanna. That will help. And I meditate a lot and I pray a lot. And that helps. So, but I'm gonna tell you something. Once I get in a full blown attack, it's hard to call it back. I just have to ride it out. I just have to just ride it out. Hey, Lucy, welcome in. How are you? I don't take meds. They have an inhaler kit on Amazon. Nice. I did not know that. Christina, learned something new. Welcome in, Lucy. I have a book for when I pass. It says, oops, not my problem if they are, but here are the things I want done since I'm gone now. Yeah, James and I have a book. We do too, John. Yeah. And it's so weird because I remember helping my grandmother write down her plans of how she wanted things to happen when she passed. And I would go, why are you doing this? You're not going to die anytime soon. Why are you doing this? And she would tell how she wanted her funeral, who she wanted to be the pallbearers, what kind of flowers she wanted, who she wanted to sing. I mean, she told all that. And I'm thinking, this is eerie. I don't want to be doing this. And now James and I are at the age where we have a book like John's talking about, and we are having to write all these things down about all the accounts we have, the life insurances, where everything is in the house, what our wishes are for them to do with the house and the automobiles and, the land that we have and all that stuff. And it's just weird. It's just weird. I have several coping mechanisms when I am anxious. Distraction. Look at 5 different things. Counting, sucking on sour candy. Imagine what the best thing that could happen would be. Yes. Talk to someone who is with me about random things. Yeah. Right. I only want a real person as a friend. I myself had to learn to be just me. I'm so much happier learning who I am. Yes. Yes, just be authentic. People are going to love you if you'll just be you, and you don't have to worry about, are they liking me because I'm pretending? Because if they really knew who I really was, they wouldn't even like me. You don't want to live like that. I don't. When people come into my chat, I want them to see the real me. So when I leave, they say, that's who she really is. And I want them to know that. You look at the essential oils and see which one calms you most and do an inhaler with a couple of drops in it. Nice. I tend to know who has my back and who has the knife in my back. I keep my mouth shut because yes. Yeah. Now see, I'm the type of person, the older I've gotten, I hadn't always been this way. Don't take my kindness for weakness. And don't think I don't see things that's going on. Just because I don't acknowledge them does not mean I do not see it. Don't ever think that I do not see what's going on around me. I'm 99% aware most of the time about what's going on within my community. Even though I don't talk about it, doesn't mean I don't know what's going on. Yes, Leanna, so true. Everybody speaking to Lucy. Oh, yeah. Karma is the best equalizer. Yes. And it's better to let karma take care of the person than you try to do something, because karma is a lot worse on them and what you could do. And if you try to do something back to them, you're no better than what they're trying to do to you. And you don't really want to be that way. You know, sometimes you think you do. You're like, oh no, they're not getting away with that. And it's hard for me to say that in this sense, because when you do something to my child and now my grandchild, I would probably retaliate and do something. You know, it'd be hard for me to sit back and not, well, I'll just say this, not say something to you about what happened. I mean, I wouldn't do anything to harm them or anything like that. Uh, AR Patriot 1776, welcome in. We're just having a discussion here. We must all keep those victims of the terror attacking her. Yes. That's what we were talking about earlier, Leanna, that we need to pray for those families, because y'all think about this. And I always say this, well, I try to always mention this. They had no idea when they decided to go to Bourbon Street, and it was supposed to be a fun experience, because I know every time I've been to Bourbon Street, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It is a fun time. You walk up and down the street, you go from door to door, and it's a different place to go into and enjoy yourself. There's music. There's now you can see some sights. I'm not gonna film to you, but there are some sights to be seen. But it's fun. And here they are thinking they're gonna have this wonderful New Year's Eve, bring in 2025, celebrate, enjoy the rest of their life, and boom, this happened. You know, and it's just sad that that happened and their life was taken. It just breaks my heart to think about it. You know, they went down there to have a celebration, you know. I grew up with lots of music and dancing at a young age. That song is known as our family song. Oh, I didn't know that. It's okay, Angie. It made me stronger. I know, Lori, but it wasn't right. My grandson was bullied in school last year. I realized it wasn't just students. Oh, no. Well, how do you think the students learn it? How do you think a little child learns to bully? That's a learned thing. That is taught. I got bullied in the fourth grade. When fifth grade came along, I beat the heck out of him. I told both of my children, I said, if a teacher ever calls me to come meet with them and they tell me that you are bullying another child, what I'm going to do to you, I don't even want to come out of my mouth what I'm going to do to you if I ever hear that, because that is not acceptable, and I better not ever hear that you bullied another child ever. And as far as I know, they never did. They were always the ones that took up, like I was. I always took up for the one that was being bullied. I couldn't stand it. I would always step up and say, no, you're not doing this. No, stop it. I grew up with music and dancing too. Oh, I did too. Yes, but it's harder when meds you need to take make losing weight harder. Trust me. Oh, I know, Leanna. I know. Doctor always told if it tastes good, it's bad for you. Yep, that's true, Lori. I was always told if it tastes good, spit it out. Junk food is my favorite food group. Yes. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetic, and I had to pay for the needles and drop tabs. The machine was free. I just hope I hope it's still at the point where I can control it with diet. Is what I guess I'm trying to say. I already have had to give up the salt, most of it, because the retention in my lower extremities. Okay, there goes salt. If I'm diagnosed with being a diabetic, there goes sugar. So I might as well just drink water and eat grass from the yard. I mean, that's all it is to it. They pricking finger hurts more than getting an IV. Yeah, it does. Uni is my older sister, and Angela is my younger sister. Nice. So you're the only boy and the middle child. Oh, you're bad, John. You're bad. Asking for a friend. Is half a gallon of cherry vanilla ice cream in a week? Oh, yeah, Sassy. I'm sure you're asking for a friend. Well, you can tell that friend. Yes, it is bad. It is bad. That's funny. Finger prick don't bother me. IV is awful. They can't get a vein. You know, I'm a hard stick too, Lizbeth. It's on every chart and every doctor that I go see and at the hospital. They tried to get it from my ankle one time because I'm such a hard stick. They could not do it. It took, I don't know how many people that draw a phlebotomist. That's what they're called. It took, I don't know how many of them to come to my room to try to get blood from me. And they finally got it out of my foot. Oh, I got you, Unimagic. I got you. I have those too. When I get mad, I reach out to her and she calms me down. She's great. Blessed to have them in my life. Oh, that's so good. My doctor got a tester kit because I'm borderline 5.7 A1C. The insurance company paid for it. This was about 6 years ago. What's a good A1C and what's a bad one? Sassy Mary, not enough for me. I've sat and eat all the ice cream in one day. Oh, gotcha. John, I've spoken to you twice today and you have not spoken back. John, you better speak. But now they say they won't pay for the test strip. Oh, no. That's crazy. You're a diabetic and they won't pay. Oh. Yep, I have a glue monitor. I had to buy it myself because I'm not a diabetic. They're not expensive. I figured they wasn't very expensive. I probably ordered one off Amazon. Sorry, I was away for a minute giving hubby instructions on what to buy me at Walmart. I understand. Does Crap by Jay have a website? He has a YouTube channel. I don't know about a website. I got homemade potato candy from Sissy Deb's wood burning today. So good. What is potato candy? I've never had potato candy. Test strips are expensive. Oh. I have sarcoidosis. It's an autoimmune disease of inflammation. Uh, it's pockets of inflammation that looks like tumors. And I have all that going all up and down my spine. I have neurosarcoidosis, and it has attacked my heart. And I have a pacemaker. It can attack any organ. You remember that actor Bernie Mac, the comedian Bernie Mac? He was in. I don't remember the movies he was in, but he had sarcoidosis, and he had it in his lungs, which is where it usually starts, is in your lungs. I don't have it in my lungs. That's why it took him a while to diagnose me, because it didn't start in my lungs. Anyway, that's what he passed away with, is complications because he had sarcoidosis. Yes, the first couple of days I can barely move. Yes. Yes, Leanna. I watch funny YouTube videos. I have to distract myself. It helps a bit. Yes. Distraction is very good for anxiety. Some attacks are worse than others. I'm the type to withdraw and try to focus on happy things. Yes. Hey, California Ford. Happy New Year. Glad you made it. Yo, I cannot believe I have been on here too. Oh, thank you. I got it cut short. See how short it is? It's real short. I can't deal with my hair getting too long. My boyfriend did the same thing, drifting in and out of traffic. I'm so used to it. I try to go live with YouTube when I'm in there with James if we're going on a long trip, because I'm not paying attention to him on the road that much, and I'm talking to you all, and it helps me, you know. Oh, I know, Leanna, it does. It must be a James thing. I don't know what it is, Michelle, but it drives me. Oh, by the time I get to where I'm going, I'm just like this. I feel like I've been on this ride at Disney World or somewhere, and I just have so much anxiety. Thank you, Claudette. Thank you, Claudette. Thank you, Michelle. I'll get life insurance when I move out so my son will get everything. I have a counselor. Nice. Trust, I'm at the age that I don't care who likes me or not, because amen, California. I'm the fakest online. Angel, you are not. I love you too, Krista. Y'all are all amazing. Oh, thank you, California. I had deal with having bed bugs, and I get anxiety and think, what if I get them again? My landlord said he won't spray again. Oh no, Krista. I can see the anxiety for that, but don't think like that. Just deal with it as it comes. But I can see where that could happen. Hey, Wildflower. We have 23 people in here. Awesome. Welcome in, Wildflower. And the plane blew up. Wait a minute, what? Look at the people who were waiting for their loved ones in South Korea, and the plane blew up. Only 2 survived. Oh, no. I didn't hear about that. My husband spray today and will again next week. Once a week he sprays. That's good. That's keeping ahead of it. Yesterday, North California got hit by a 4.3 earthquake. Wow. You have insurance, so yours will be all free, Angie. Oh, nice. Exercise, food, mindset are important. Yes. Christine, if you have bug repellent with DEET spray in the area, that's what I use. Off deep wood spray. I used to spray the bed. No bug since. Nice. Las Vegas was attacked too. Wait a minute. When, Sassy? Angie, I'm on a hard stick too. They have to get a special nurse that can always get it in and stay. They kept apologizing because they kept blowing my veins. Hubby had to leave the room. That's the way I am. I'm not a diabetic. That's why they won't pay for it. Oh, 75 of the blood sticks was $50. Then I had to pay for the little needles too. Oh, wow. Krista, they think it's from the water system where I live. There was a plant over here that made that emptied their waste onto the ground over here, and they didn't get rid of their toxic waste. They poured it on the ground over here about a block from my house, and it got into the water system, and they think that's where I got sarcoidosis. Sissy Angie, it made from potatoes, powdered sugar, and peanut butter. So good. Looks like a pecan pinwheel. Oh, I've never heard of that. If you are type 1 diabetic, they pay for the thing on your arm without picking yourself. Oh. Oh, today on the news? We are, Claudette. We are. Well, what time is it? James is working tonight, and I've got to go prepare his supper for him to take to work. I plan on fixing pork chops, and he's going to fix some red beans and rice. But I have enjoyed so much y'all being here. It has made my day, and I will be going live with Ella on Sunday. I will be doing my show with Josie. I will be going live on my channel more because I won't have Lincoln. I'll be doing my neighborhood chat videos, and I'll be going live when James and I go on trips that we plan on going on. But I love you all, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. Y'all already know that. So thank y'all for being here. God bless y'all, and I love you all, and I can't say that enough, and I really do. Y'all make 2025 the best year that you've ever had in your entire life. I'll see y'all later. Bye.